Hey guys, Sarah Ferns Outdoor, and today I'm getting ready to go out on the river and try to catch some shoal bass. I went out last night and did pretty well. Fished for like an hour and a half and caught 3 shoal bass. All of them were pretty solid. The biggest one was 18.5 inches, and they were right in the shoals. So I think this time of year they're right in those bigger shoals. So that's what I'm gonna focus on again tonight. Tonight I should have at least 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours to fish. And my goal for tonight is to catch a 19-incher, which is definitely ambitious. I've only ever caught 2 shoal bass over 19 inches, but you know, what's the point of having a goal if it's not a little bit ambitious? So I'm gonna get out there, try to catch some fish, and maybe we'll get on a good one.
There's a beaver. Sometimes I see a beaver right here. When you get too close, they'll slap their tails. He's probably fixing to slap his tail and dive back down. I don't know if I've been this close to one. It's kind of cool. Yeah. He's not even slapping his tail yet. That's kind of cool. Let the fish. Did not get the best hook set on him. Really did not get the best hook set. Hopefully he stays on there. Oh, man. Finally got one. Oh, it's a spot too. Interesting. All right, I've been out here a couple hours, and tonight really just hasn't been good. I mean, that's my first bite. It's a spot, not even a shoalie. So I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know. You know, some days are just better than others, but at the very least, I'm glad to have caught something. I mean, it's a little like 14-inch spot, maybe 15. Well, I'm definitely glad to at least have caught something today. But we still got over 30 minutes till dark, so, you know, sometimes those fish will get a little more active right before dark. Oh man! I had a fish on right there. That had to have been a shoal bass. I wasn't really expecting to catch one right there. I mean, I thought it was possible, that's why I cast it there, but... Ooh, snake, look at that. I think that's a banded water snake. He's kind of close to the kayak. There he goes. Whoop. Today, I'm doing a new float up in North Georgia, searching for some shoal bass as usual. And I just about flipped my kayak and we're like 20 feet into the float, so that was kind of dumb of me. I probably should have just walked it over that little ledge. I think I'm going to start off with a Choppo today, see if they'll hit topwater. If they don't hit topwater, I'll probably use some other moving baits and maybe like a trick worm to try to get those fish out of some shoals. Oh, right there, right there. Oh, please don't come off. All right. Oh gosh, spotted bass. Well, that's a textbook place to catch a river bass. Bringing the Choppo over a submerged log. They love to be under logs like that. I love fishing the Choppo in topwater. There's other lures like a spinner bait where you could catch them like that too, but like I said, I love my Choppo. And that's just, you know, 14 and a half inch spotted bass, maybe more like just 14 probably. All right, well, just a little guy, but we got a fish pretty fast, so that's definitely a good sign. Well, he was about 13 and a half inches, so not the biggest fish ever, but we'll take him. Ooh, oh, is that a red breast? I have a red breast. My line's all tangled. He might have come off. Oh my gosh, sometimes the braid will get on it'll wrap around the tip of your rod, but caught a tiny red breast. Not what we're after, but it's a fish. Little red breast. Oh, wow. On the bank. He's not that big, he's just fighting crazy. Oh, that's actually not too bad of a spot. I mean, bigger than the one we just caught. Oh. Let's see. See if I can get him in the net. Ooh. All right. Another spot. I think the shoal bass are really going to be... Oh, he came out. I think the shoal bass are really going to be concentrated in shoals today. And when we're just fishing the edge like that, you know, it's probably a lot more likely that we're gonna be catching some spots there. Well, there's our second bass of the day, another spotted bass. I mean, like I was saying, I'm casting right up against the bank, against structure. It's definitely more likely that I'm gonna catch a spotted bass than shoal bass, but you know, sometimes there'll be shoalies there too. All right, well, let this guy go. It can be a hassle catching these in the kayak, especially when they flop around like that. But I actually had him in the net. He just got my Choppo all tangled in there. Oh, are you kidding me? That bass just barely hit it and he didn't really keep biting it. Oh, got a bite right there. There's a fish. Oh, it's tiny. All right. Well, I had a small bass hit the Choppo over there. And being in the middle of the shoal, I thought it'd probably be a shoal bass. Finally got the species we're after today, even if it's a tiny one. I mean, today's been weird. Like, we spent a good time at like the biggest shoal on this section of river, and I mean, we didn't have a bite, so I don't know if we were just fishing in the wrong areas or what, but well, it might be tiny, but I mean, at least I got a shoal bass. Let this guy go. Hope we can catch his grandpa or something. I just broke my favorite spinning rod that I've probably caught thousands, literally thousands of bass on. I've had for over 5 years. We're almost at the takeout. Ooh, there's one right under that piling. All right, ooh, it's not that big, but it's a shoalie, what I'm after. Oh gosh, I'm about to fall. There we go, got it in the kayak. All right, well, this is gonna be another 3-day video, but I think river Choppo season is upon us now. You know, the other day, that river float, I only caught 2 on the Choppo. They didn't really seem that active that day, but I just caught one super fast, and it's actually a shoalie. We caught like 3 spotted bass at the beginning of this video going after shoalies, and 1 tiny shoalie, but now we got a little better one, probably like 14.5 inches, maybe a little over a pound, so I'll take that. Today I am in my kayak, but I'm pretty much just waiting, and I'll just use my kayak to store more rods with me. I've got like 5 rods with me. If I was waiting, I'd only bring 1, and it just allows me to go downriver a little bit faster, and I'll probably just kind of walk it back upriver. So anyway, I need to get this guy back in the water. All right, nice looking little shoalie. His lines are a bit faint on him. I don't really know why. I don't think he's a hybrid. It's possible, but I think he's just got some faint vertical bars for whatever reason. It's gonna take him a minute. He's swimming upstream, but I probably could have put him in the water a bit faster. There's fish. Wow, all the way in the back of the pool. Oh, it's a decent one. Oh, don't come off, don't come off, don't come off. Ooh. He might be 15, but he's a slight upgrade from the last one we caught. I got this guy on the good old Nikko Hellgrammite. That might be the first shoal bass I've caught on the Hellgrammite this year, but I recently went up to Tennessee with John and caught a ton of spotted bass on it, so in a river. So I was like, I'll just try it. I'll try it again for the shoal bass, and of course it catches the shoal bass. Actually, I'm now remembering I have caught another shoalie already this year on the Hellgrammite, so it's not my first Hellgrammite shoalie of the year. And this one has a bloody tail. They might still be spawning. The bottom of his tail was just bleeding, but this is the second one I've caught that has like blood right there, so I don't know. And his fins are a bit beat up, so maybe he is spawning still. All right, one last look at that fish. I like to weigh my fish and stuff and put them on the board, but I'm probably not gonna worry about that today unless I catch a good one. So roughly a 15-incher. Maybe a pound and a half, probably like a pound and a quarter, but I'll let him go there. Well, there's a palomino trout right there, and I think it was a shoal bass that just nailed some bait right in front of me. got a fish. It's the Palomino trout. It's the Palomino trout. Ooh. Got him in. Oh my gosh. Actually, he actually bit the Hellgrammite. Okay, that wasn't the best handling ever, but got a little skinny Palomino trout. All right, well, I hope my phone doesn't go in the water, but I've got the Palomino trout in the net here. He's kicking around a ton, so I think he's totally fine, but I want to show the camera here really fast. All right, well, there's my second Palomino trout ever. This guy, I don't know if like people stock these or what, but I need to put him back in the water. All right, there he goes. I don't know if I got the full release on camera, but he seems to be okay. I mean, he's swimming. Yeah, he's just going back into the current. So I think he's actually fine, even though it kind of boat flipped him, which probably wasn't the best. Well, I saw two of them in this hole right here, right when I got here. And I don't really know if the government stocks them or if that's just homeowners. I think it's probably just homeowners on this river, but that's a cool little catch. I mean, he was pretty dumb because I caught him really fast and he was real skinny, so he's probably like super hungry. But anyway, let's try to catch some more fish. There was one more of those. Maybe we'll catch that one too. Oh wow, look at that. Y'all probably just saw that. I think the camera got that. The Palomino trout surfaced. Oh, come on. That was a decent little hit right there. Oh, wow. I've never seen a snapping turtle in this river before. I'm up in the mountains, and that's definitely a snapping turtle. I don't like seeing those in the water just because, you know, obviously they're very, their mouths are very strong. You can probably bite your toe off. Oh, I had a tiny bite. I didn't really wait for him to pick it up again. I just hoped he had it. There he is. He might actually not be that small. Is it a trout or a bass? Can't tell. I think it's a bass. Oh yeah, it's a nice bass. Wow. I don't know. I'm surprised he didn't get hooked the first time. Wow, it's not bad. Oh wow. Oh my gosh, over the whole kayak. Okay, got him in the kayak. He's jumping like crazy. Might be the biggest one we've caught today. I think he might be a little bigger than that last shoalie we caught. Man, I flipped him over the entire kayak. He's got some real messed up lips. I don't know what's going on with him there, but solid little shoal bass. He came in that slower water on the side, which a lot of times I don't really catch him there. Well, if I pinch his tail, he's about 16 1/4. Just barely. I mean, definitely 16. Not a bad fish. He might be 2 pounds, or pretty close to it at least. I said I was going to try not to weigh fish earlier unless they're big, but I want to see if he's 2 pounds. He's probably just a little shy. Yep, he's quite literally just a little shy. 1.15 pounds, so an ounce shy. I gotta be kind of quick on this release because my kayak's just kind of sitting right here and could go down river if I'm not careful, but nice solid fish. 16 1/4 if I pinch his tail, so either way, just about a 2 pounder, just under it anyway. There he goes. Oh, are you kidding me? A fish just like blew up on the Hellgrammite over there. What the? I don't know what that was. I couldn't tell. Seemed decent. Oh, it's got it. Is it a bass? Yeah, it's a little shoal bass, I think. Oh. Whoa. It's a feisty little shoal bass, I think. Yeah. Wow. Whoa, don't come off. I mean, he literally, I was reeling it in and he like hit it on top water. And he was actually in another calm pocket. I typically don't catch the shoalies in calm pockets like that, but I don't know, I guess they're in swift water and sometimes calm water. But that might be the smallest shoalie we've caught of the day, but I mean, he's still close to a pound. He might be a pound. He's probably about 13.5 or so. So, I mean, not even that bad of a fish. Whoa, there he goes. No way. I just had a Palomino trout follow up the Hellgrammite. There's a fish. It's a trout or bass? No, that's a bass. Little shoaly. I might just try to grab him. All right. Little shoal bass at the head of this pool. I just had a palomino trout follow up my lure, and then I caught a little shoaly. That's kind of funny. He's got quite the mark in him there though. All right, well, little shoal bass, got it pretty fast here. And I just had a palomino trout follow up my lure. I caught one of those yesterday. So that's pretty cool. Pretty little shoaly. There he goes. Probably mainly just spotted bass, but. Oh, got one on the Choppo. Or whopper plopper. Tiny little spot. Okay. Well, it's got to be at least a couple hours probably since I caught that shoaly. Little spot on the whopper plopper. So this section of river is real slow, so it's pretty rare to catch a shoal bass here. But there are, you know, a few spotted bass here and there still. Well, there's an absolute whopper. So my camera says 2 hours, so I guess I've been on the water for 2 hours, so it's probably a little under 2 hours since I caught that shoaly. It's kind of got a weird little black mark on him. I feel like shoal bass have those little black marks a lot, but not spotted bass as much. All right, so for this next clip here, as you can see, I'm just casting it out, trying to catch another fish. I actually missed one, and the reason I'm voicing over this part is because I thought I had my chest camera on, but I didn't, so the audio is pretty bad. You can kind of barely hear me, but it's just going to be bad for like 20 or 30 seconds here. Oh wow, it's not bad. Oh, on the Hellgrammite. Oh man, fighting. There we go. Okay, well, I'm guessing I just voiced over that part because I wasn't filming with my chest cam. I forgot I peed a little bit ago, so I turned my chest cam off, but forgot to turn it back on. But got this decent little shoaly. He's over a pound, probably about 14, maybe 14 and a half. So not a bad fish. He was fighting pretty hard. I hope y'all got a decent view on the other camera. All right, well, he was actually 15 inches. I tried to get a picture of him on the board, but he was just flopping too much. I mean, so I didn't, but you know, not that I need a picture of him on the board, but nice little fish there. It's kind of a bummer that my chest cam wasn't going, but I'm glad I had at least one camera going. So anyway, there she goes. Oh, I had a bite right in front of me there. Just a little like hit. I mean, the last one, before I caught the last one, I had a little hit like that, and then that guy bit, so you never know. Sometimes they bite it funny. Oh man, I had a fish nail it. Tighten my drag a bit, yeah. Ooh, there he is. Right in the same spot as the other one. Ooh, yeah, it's another shoaly. I'll grab him. I don't always do this because sometimes they'll come off. Don't come off. All right. Yeah, that one bit a few times. I caught that one in pretty much the same spot as the last one. I just kind of I'm casting at a different angle, which I mean, sometimes changes things. I mean, it definitely can if you're casting at a different angle, but I'll take it. Another little shoaly. All right, I'm not gonna worry about measuring this guy, but he's roughly a pound, maybe 13 and a half, 14 inches. Another beautiful little fish. Oh my gosh, did not get a good hook set on this one. It's a small one. Oh man, I'm surprised he didn't come off. Man, I did not get a good hook set on that guy at all. It's a little shoaly, but we'll take it. Yeah, it came out pretty easily. Didn't really lay the hammer of a hook set on him, but that's fun getting another fish. I'm supposed to be having a dinner with my friends tonight, and it's gonna be hard to leave the river because I'm just catching so many fish. And I know my friend that I'm on this float with is like, I hear my phone ring and I think he's probably already done. All right, y'all, well, I am kind of freezing out here. It really dropped in temperature right here before dark.
and the water actually feels warm now. You know, typically the water feels kind of chilly, but it's also just like the wind that makes it real cold too. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. It was like a long video, just 4 different days of fishing. You know, the past 2 days were actually pretty solid. The first 2 days of this video weren't very good, but hope you enjoyed it. I love, you know, coming out here and catching shoal bass, so I'm sure I'll have some more shoal bass videos coming here soon. As you saw, you know, a variety of lures work. The Choppo bite at the time of filming this video is not really on super well, even though I did catch a few on it. But the Hellgrammite seemed to be working the best. You know, also caught a couple on the trick worm. So there's a lot of different things you can catch these river bass on. It just, whatever you have confidence with is typically what will work best for you. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button down below and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. But I'll catch y'all in the next video. Thanks for watching.